Welcome back to another Secrets of the Pros. I'm your host on behalf of the Department of Youth Services here in Belize City, Central America, number 55 Regent Street. Musician and producer, engineer, Andrew Rayburn, and we'll be continuing. Sorry for a little tight tongue there. We'll be continuing the second part of mixing Lady Ice Summer Vibes. Also, I want to let you guys know that we have just released a new song from DJ Pebbles, Moving On. It's out on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. We took this picture here in our studio. I'm not talking about his room. He was at the door, and we just basically cut him out and put him in a background with this girl worrying. But if you want to learn stuff like this, design, the real deal, email us. Here is our email, dysstudioproducer@gmail.com, and we can put up some tutorial with the mixtape cover. So we're gonna be touching on part 2 here, and it's talking about vocals. Now Lady Ice has a high peak vocal and sometimes soft. So what I'm gonna show you is a lot of chain. I'm actually using CLA 76 along with the auto tune, nothing special. I'm using 1, 2, and 3 different EQs with a vitalizer and a de-esser, and I'm sending her vocals through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 effects. So let's go straight down to the vocal. I'm going to turn off the sends, and I'm going to turn off my inserts. Now I am parallel compressing her vocals, so I'm going to play her vocals here.
Ice queen, watch you know. Watch your body, that's a roll like the wave of the ocean. Body look nice, man.
Right now it's very low, so I'm going to turn the CLA on.
What's your portion? Tempted to touch, but me not beg no one.
I'm actually boasting about probably 8 dB of output. I have a vocal, although I'm boosting so much on the compressor, I'm boosting just about a little bit over half dB on the mix fader. It won't hurt you. I know I said normally I drop the faders beneath 0, but there's no rules. I'm boosting a little bit, so I'm getting
Me not sponge pan no girl, but
and I'm compressing about 7 dB on Lady Ice. Now the first EQ I'm gonna engage here, I'm knocking out some low end here, about 23 kilohertz. Go down. I'm up to 64. I'm knocking out about 135. I'm taking out about 250. Let me turn on EQ. Let you hear what it's
buy your drinks and have fun all day. Get with your friends and party all night. Bring out a friend, them ice make history. Yeah.
Notice that the muffleness goes away and the vocal pops through, and you're hearing a nice top end of the vocal. So let's see if I can turn off each band, and I'm going to show you what these bands are doing. Remember, guys and ladies, don't feel like you need to copy what I'm doing here. This might not work for your mix, but understand why I chose these frequencies. So let's turn on the first frequency, which is about 135.
Enough money in the world, some of what me want. Work hard and spend all me want.
4
Party and have fun, no some me like.
Second band,
Invite over friends all night.
250.
Me and the bed that's a rope on the B-side. In a me 2-piece looking so fine.
386.
Boy ever there that I try crossing mine. But the beer catch him every
500.
time when me walk on the B-side. Every man watch them say Lady Ice. So you got it like that
1K.
sweet like Anakin. But they pan the rat never know. So me boyfriend I want to the
2000.
bar. The boy that's a flirt and I hold up my hand. Let me go chop. Mash up the island for Lady Ice, him best gal. Yo, enough money in the world, some of what me want.
So I felt good about that frequency, but I also was hearing that a little bit more mid-range needs to pop out. So let's see if I can bring in the guitar licks.
Work hard and spend all me want. Party and have fun, that's how me like. Invite over friend all the time.
So that's not working. So That's the first phase of the EQ. So what I did also, I sent her vocals through a doubler. Let's turn that on.
Me and the bear that's a rope on the B-side. In a me two-piece looking so fine. Boy over there that's a try crossing my body bacon.
Giving a little width. Right, and I'm gonna move on to the second EQ here. Here is why I'm doing some more roll off here. I'm ducking a little bit of 120. I'm knocking out 179. And I'm knocking out 252, about negative 2 dB, 372 and 496 and about 1K, and I'm boosting again about 9K. And I'm gonna put on this EQ here, and you're gonna hear the difference here.
Catch him every time, every girl on the beat side. Starbucks a wine, make everybody know you no waste no time. You come here for party, you no come here for fight.
Again, I'm taking down some lower mid-range that is covering up Lady Ice vocal sweet spot, which leads me to the third EQ here. And look at this dip right here. I'm knocking out 132 again, and taking out a little bit of 400. That's about 0. I'm taking about negative 2 dB at 500. I'm just quickly going through it, guys. You have to use your ears to pick these frequencies. So I'm gonna turn on the EQ.
Gather with your friends, them party all night. You buy your drinks, them you make your own paper. Work hard.
And the reason why I'm using so much EQ is because I run out of bands, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm using the SPL to get a more stereo.
It's my airplane. Let them know say you are no waste, girl.
Notice since I removed the lower mid frequency, I'm getting a lot of like DS's, so I put the DSer on her.
Don't stand firm, every day strong. Enough money in the world, some want me want.
Now I'm gonna engage my reverb track. I'm EQing the reverb, rolling off about 700 on the lower mids. I'm gonna play that's the reverb return.
Work hard and spend all me want. Party and have fun, now so me like. Invite over friends all the time. Me and the bear that's a rope on the B-side. In a me two-piece looking so fine. Boy over there that's a try crossing my body bake up gym every time. Yo, I lady ice. Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. If I go on a reverb here, I'm knocking out the low mid range as well. Nothing special. You just need to set your reverb. I'm getting a little stereo width here. Let's turn on the reverb.
Hey, for my ladies. Ocean tempted to touch, but me not beg no one. Me not sponge pan no girl. Buy your drinks and have fun all day. Get with your friends and party all night. Bring out a friend them. Okay,
on the delay, of course, I'm setting it to reverb, so I'm setting it to ping pong. Let's turn that on.
Ice make history, yeah. Enough money in the world, some what me want. Work hard and spend all me want. Party and have fun, that's some me like. Invite over friends all night.
If I turn on the guitar lick,
me and the bear that's a rope on the B-side. In a me two-piece looking so fine. Boy over there that's a try crossing my.
Notice that the vocal is now cutting through the guitar lick. If I turn off the EQs, here's what will happen.
Body bear catch him every time when me walk on the B-side. Every man watch them say lily I say you got it like that sweet like a king. But they on the rock never know so me boyfriend I walk through the bar.
So it's very important, guys, to know how to EQ your vocals. The rest you might mess up the females' vocals, and some of them are very picky how they want their songs, and you don't want to mess them up. You want to give them the proper sheen that their voice have, and preserving that originality, the natural voice. So I'm moving on to the next set. I'm automating her vocals through a guitar stamp box here. So certain verses.
The boy that's a flirt and I hold up my hand, let me go chabo, mash up the island.
You'll see this come up and down, nothing special there. I'm also sending her through a plate, which is over here. Where is the plate? I'm using another instance of our verb, and I'm pulling down the size here.
And feel lady ice, in best gal. Yo, enough money in the world, some what me want. Work hard and spend all me want.
Now the reason why I've used the plate is because throughout the mix, although I have reverb, returns and delay going to the verb, Ice's vocal was still sounding dry. I wanted the vocal to marry the rhythm, so I had to put some plate and try to create a bigger space. I'm also sending her through a room.
Party and have fun, that's so me like. Invite over friend all the time. Me and the bear that's a rope on the beach side. In a me two-piece looking so fine. Boy over there that's a try crossing my. But the bear catch him every time, every girl.
That's the room effect right there.
Everybody know you no waste no time. You come here for party, you no come here for fight. Gather with your friends, then party all night.
And of course, I'm side chaining this compressor on the return of the vocal through the guitar stamp box, just so I don't hear too much over delays. So that's what I did to get Ice vocals to cut through the mix there with the guitar lick.
You buy your drinks, them, you make your own paper. Work hard, it's my A plan. Make them know say you are no waste, girl. Stand out, stand firm, every day strong. Enough money in the world, some what me want. Work hard and spend all me want. Party and have fun.
That's why I created that big space, right? So if you guys wanted to know also what I did with the effects here, if you hear, you might hear her voice pitch up and pitch down. Let me show you what I'm doing here.
Yo, me say Ice. Talking about my fine body girls. No, no other like me. Ice cream, watch you know. Watch your body that's a roll like the wave of the ocean. Body look nice, man, as was the potion. Them to the touch, but me not beg no one. Me not sponge man, no girl, buy your drinks and.
Okay, right here is the effect. Listen to this.
Yo, enough money in the world, some want me want.
Right here it is. I'm using sample one, which you can, if I press the C, I can create my my own delay effects. And you can mess around with the beat knobs. You know, you can adjust the glide time. You can do a number of things with this. I can set it to glide, monophonic. I can set it to sync. The pitching, the envelope. You just need to experiment, guys. And that's how I got that vocal effects there.
Party and have fun, that's what me like. Invite over friend all the time. For my ladies.
Now this part here with the telephone effect right here. Let's play it.
Yay, for my ladies.
What I did on that particular clip, all I'm doing there is just I added an instance of the EQ. I'm rolling off the top end there, and I'm putting it through the guitar stomp box to get that telephone effect just for that part.
A lady Ice, yay. For my ladies.
And I have a delay effect at the bottom here.
For my ladies.
So I can add a little bit more width. So that's how I got Lady I's vocals to cut through the mix. That's pretty much it. I have a copy of her vocals here, the leads.
Work hard and spend no. Party and have fun, that's what me like. Invite over friends all night. Me and the bear, that's a.
There's copies of the doubles, and each of them have a pitch shifter on it to give a stereo spread there, to get a little bit more width on the chorus. So if you have any question, guys, feel free to email us at dysstudioproducer@gmail.com and let us know what specifically you would like for us to show you or talk about, or give you a preview of how we do certain things in mixing. Whatever it is, guys, I'm not saying we know the answer to everything, but we always get our mix done proper, whatever we're working with, acoustic guitars, saxophone, whatever, we can make it work by understanding frequency and sacrificing certain notes or just take out certain arrangement of the song to let a vocal cut through. So let us know your comments and support DYS. We are at currently 230, I believe, subscribers, and we're fastly rising to 300, and we're going to release another video on full mixing. So catch you on the next one.